You talk about this drop in the price of crude oil coming just ahead of the biggest summer driving holiday of the year. So many Americans love to hold on that myth that gas prices go up for the holiday, and yet here we are, gas prices nationally down 15 cents a gallon in the last few weeks, and we're looking at the lowest July 4th since 2005.
How price sensitive are consumers at this point? I mean, I know that there are something like 3 states where you've actually got gasoline prices below $2 a gallon. How price sensitive are consumers to saying, okay, this means I will drive?
Well, actually, I think they're becoming used to the low prices and they're not as excited about them. Now, keep in mind, this is a dramatic turnaround. We've seen 2 years now of low gas prices, and that $1.99 still makes a big difference, but a lot of them are just really getting used to the $2 prices that we're seeing today.
What does that mean if prices actually go up? Not that I'm predicting they will with the massive amounts of supply that we've seen, but if gas prices were to cross above $3 a gallon, what would that mean for people?
Well, that would mean rewinding back all the way to 2008 again, where, this is something that Americans haven't felt in a long time. It's when that first digit of the sign changes, and it's the first time it's changed in a while. That's when we start to see consumer behavior reacting the most. So going back over $3 would be a big deal.
In terms of this move that's been afoot to raise the gas tax, part of that has been the debate has come back because gasoline prices have been so low. The gasoline tax, is that something that would change consumer behavior, do you think?
Well, I think a lot of the taxes that are slated to come in are coming at a time when gas prices are low already. Indiana is going to raise its gas tax 10 cents on July 1st. Amidst the backdrop of falling gas prices, California is going to do the same thing in November when prices are usually low. So motorists really haven't even felt these gas taxes show up at the pump yet, and that's probably why politicians are busy trying to pass them.
Patrick, this is Jason Trennert. Is there I don't know if this is a fair question to ask you, is there a natural beneficiary, would you say, to lower gas prices? I mean, is it restaurants? Are there other parts of consumer spending that tend to do particularly well when you see lower prices at the pump?
I would say so, and it's going into those convenience stores. If the money doesn't end up at the pump, it's going to walk into the convenience store, but there's other winners, like you said. Fast casual is probably a big winner. Think of it this way, is motorists have extra cash on these road trips, and they're not necessarily going to be looking for the dollar menu, but they want something quick and easy that's going to be on the road. But restaurants, certainly, entertainment option as well. Think of going to the movies, a ball game, discretionary spending is up, but also automakers as Americans go back to bigger vehicles.
How far are most people planning on driving? When we say they're getting on the road, are we talking about an hour's trip or longer?
Well, our GasBuddy summer driving survey found that a majority, over 55%, in fact, I believe it's over 60%, are going to be taking at least a road trip of over 500 miles. So these aren't just half-hour stints. A lot of the times, these are multiple-hour drives, and they're crossing state lines. And of course, that's another avenue for potential savings. Beware of those state lines, just for those reasons that we talked about. Gas taxes change in every state. So
fill up when you see a low price?
That's right. Fill up when you see a low price, but shop around for the lowest price, especially when you get close to those state boundaries.
Now, anybody who has been on the roads knows that with all these people traveling, it's going to mean you can expect some backups and some major delays. Maybe there's one bit of good news, though. This isn't the busiest of the summer holidays, is it?
Well, it actually is right up there. In fact, I would pen it as the busiest summer driving holiday just because temperatures are better than they are during Memorial Day, and Labor Day is some of the kids are back in school already by Labor Day. So watch out. This is probably the #1 driving holiday, but at least if you're sitting in traffic, you're not burning that very expensive fuel now that prices have come down.
What's the worst day or days, Patrick, to drive?
Well, generally, it's during the weekend. That's when most folks have off work anyway. So if you're hitting the road over the weekend, expect a lot of congestion. I would expect that most motorists will probably end up taking Monday off as well, so expect the congestion to continue through much of the weekend.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.